well, if I don't have a 360 hertz monitor, are people going to think am I not a better gamer?
Right.
Or do I not have the up and up?
Right.
Like, what are we valuing? Do you feel when asking people about money, do you feel like they're open to having that conversation?
I think a lot of times it depends on the setting. So the reality is, the topic of finances, the topic of money is still taboo. It is still something that is a little difficult for people to want to talk about. Sometimes they don't. If you have some money, if you're well off financially, a lot of times you don't want to talk about that and it's come off like braggadocious. If you're struggling, you don't want to come off asking for help like you're begging. So some people might, it's definitely a hard time to have that conversation with. But there are those gems of people that are, that are in your life that are, at least in my life specifically, that I know that I can ask those things. I know I can talk to them about those things and they'll be open with me about it. I hope one day that people can come to me and ask me the questions that I'm asking them, and I can be open and honest with them. So I'm very thankful to have people in my life that I can go to and ask those things.
I mentioned earlier about restaurants and little things when you're enjoying what money can bring to you, what happiness and joy that it does bring to your family, to you, whether it's a small purchase or a big purchase.
I know, like you and I, in the space that we're in, we see a lot of new things coming. Like we might get caught up in like, oh, this thing's really cool, and like we might, make the off the top decision to buy them, but like, are we ever going to really use them the way that we thought we're going to use them, or do we really need them that way? So
is there a return on the investment?
Exactly.
If I get this new CPU, is it really going to be worth the additional 10 frames per second?
Right.
Can I be happy with a 120 hertz monitor? Do I need 144 hertz?
Right, exactly.
It's all those little things, but like you said, it's all about like status and stature, and so you worry like, well, if I don't have a 360 hertz monitor, are people going to think am I not a better gamer?
Right.
Or do I not have the up and up?
Right.
Like, what are we valuing? And people get afraid of that conversation.
Right, yeah, absolutely.